What's up, Glee Club? Welcome back to Cooking with Connor. I'm your host, Connor. Let's get cooking. So, today we're going to be making some pickled jalapenos. So on my cutting board here, I got some black jalapenos along with some banana peppers from a local CSA. Got some garlic cloves. So we're just going to start off by cutting the tops off of all our peppers here. Thought these black jalapenos had a really cool look to them. So we're going to see how these taste. Also, I've never done this recipe before. This was just a recommendation from a friend. So I'm not entirely sure how this is going to turn out, but we'll be on this adventure together. So here we go. Now we're just going to finely slice all of these peppers. And you could take out the seeds and the membranes at this point, but that would just take out the heat, and these are pickled jalapenos, so I want that heat. And I think I will speed up this part where I am just slicing up the peppers, but I'll put it in a time lapse for you. So here we go. You don't want that? Alright, now that we've got our peppers all chopped up, we're going to start filling them up in our jar here. I'm using just a glass mason jar, anything that will keep a tight seal on a lid. Oh, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the tips of these peppers here, and I'm going to save my dogs from indigestion by picking up these jalapenos off the floor. But yeah, this recipe that I got is from a friend that my dad and I have homebrewed beer with. So you'll find a nice little twist on that here in a minute. Sorry about that, everybody. My camera ran out of memory there. So we're gonna quarter these cloves of garlic. These are some particularly thick cloves of garlic, so I thought about using more than 2, but I think we're just going to go with 2 because these are thick. So we're just going to stuff these down in there with the peppers. Try and get them jammed in there. Hopefully you can see that. Do the same thing with the other one. Give it a... Actually, let's cut off the root end first this time. Get that gone. And then we'll give it a smash and some peeling. All that skin coming right off. So let's cut this in half and in half again. And we'll lay this on top. Just try and get it down, worked into the peppers. Maybe we'll go for one more clove. You know what? Never mind. We're just going to leave that alone. So, we've got our jar full of our whole ingredients. We're also going to season this. Alright, now moving over to our stove. We're going to use some white distilled vinegar. And I'm also, instead of water, which you could use here, I'm going to substitute for Two Hearted, which is IPA. So we're going to start with 1.25 cups. So if you're using a bigger or smaller jar, you can scale this liquid. You just need 5 parts vinegar to 1 part IPA, or water if you're using water. Call that good. Alright, we will save that for consumption later if we are of age. So Gonna get this going on really high heat. We don't want it to boil, but we do want it nice and hot. And this is why it is quick pickling, because this hot liquid is going to be the only heat that is brought to the jar here. Oh, while this is heating up, we're also going to toss in a half tablespoon of celery salt. Get some more seasoning. Alright, our liquid is now nice and hot. It's just starting to bubble there, which means it's about to boil, but we don't actually want it to boil. So we're now going to transfer our jar to the sink with a plate to cover up the drain there. And then we're going to carefully take this over to our sink and pour the liquid into the jar. Want to make sure everything gets nice and submerged in there. And then we will pour the rest down the sink. All right. Well, there you have it. This jar is ready for the lid. So we're going to grab our lid. The lid on the jar. And there is our jar of pickled jalapenos. Gonna let you get a good view of that. Alright, Glee Club, we're back here for the taste test. I got a leftover pork chop that I microwaved with some pepper jack cheese, threw some mayo, and some of these peppers on here. So we're gonna give this a taste. First I'll let you see. Got some peppers in there. Going a little light just in case, but we might add some more here. So let's give this a shot. That's tasty stuff. Got that nice heat, but it's not too intense. You know, I can enjoy this without burning my mouth off. Not sure if it would taste any different if it were pickled with water. So go ahead and experiment on your own. But these peppers turned out pretty darn good. So definitely can recommend this. Alright, Glee Club. Thanks for joining in for this week's episode of Cooking with Connor. Enjoy camp week. Good luck in classes. Love you guys. See you later.